Hello and welcome to Dice Friends. This is episode 4 of Trouble in Paradise, using the Red Clearance edition of the Paranoia rules from Mongoose Games. My name's Dale and I'll be the game master tonight. We're going to start in just a minute, but first we're doing a few character introductions. We'll start with Kathleen.
Hi, I'm Kathleen. I am playing Kennedy R NHL3, but that will change very quickly.
Hello, I'm Ian and I'll be playing Ira O TUV1. I'm here to help, but boy, is it tough getting used to my new position.
I'm Beej. And I'll be playing Blake R LWW3. And if I can just get out of this without anything bad happening, I'll be very pleased.
I'm Corey. I'm going to be playing CL/4448, also known as Clab. I'm a bot, which is interesting, and I've been assigned to this troubleshooting team, which is also interesting.
So everybody is meeting in the foyer of the troubleshooting office, and I believe you're eating cake and waiting for your team leader to tell you what you're doing this week.
Oh, good. Cake. Where did the cake come from?
From me!
Oh!
Look at my... I am now Kennedy O NHL3.
Oh, rad.
I leveled up, and I paid extra, so we could all have this delicious carob and beet confection.
Ooh.
Beets, you say?
That's acceptable.
Yum.
Wow.
Hey, Clab, sorry that you can't eat cake on account of being a bot. I'll just, have your share.
Thank you for your consideration. Bwee. Have you all received your assignments for this mission?
I have! I'm the equipment officer. I have some stuff for everybody.
Ooh, fantastic.
What's your job?
I'll be your haberdashery officer today, making sure everyone's head is nice and toasty.
Oh, well, I have good news for you. I have a haberdashery kit.
Thank goodness.
There you go. Just check it out. It's just so much cloth.
There sure is.
This is one of the most useful things we've ever been given. Do we have a science officer on this?
I'm finally the science officer.
Oh my goodness, well, enjoy this.
Something I'll be good at.
They actually gave us the right equipment. That's amazing.
Yes!
That should make your job much easier.
I put on the lab coat.
I also have 2 red laser pistols, one for you, one for you. I have an orange one, which I'll be keeping for myself on account of it matches my cool new outfit. I realize that you also have an orange outfit, but let me have my one day.
I got a secret society you need to be a part of.
I have 2 red reflect vests, 1 orange reflect vest, and there you go. Also, we were supposed to get a robot, but I see that you're here now, so I'm guessing that you're the robot.
Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing.
Hooray! High five, robot friend.
High five.
Clank.
Kim is also going to show up.
Oh, Kim's also going to show up?
Yeah.
I also picked up this sweet vape pen from the equipment locker, and I don't know what it does, but it seems very exciting. Who wants some vape?
I will have some vape in the interest of science.
Excellent. Have some vape.
Jesus, usually when people make things come out of themselves, it's red.
Just think about it as like it's gray smoke. It's just a very, very 10% gray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Celebration. So,
Where's our team leader?
Oh, hello. I am your team leader for this mission.
Cool.
My name is CL/4448. Please let me know if you need anything. We may requisition supplies before leaving on our mission.
Do you...
what is our mission?
Yeah, that's kind of what I need.
Our team has been tasked with going to Sector QBZ to witness the arrival of a traitor who is entering the Forbidden Section. We will need to take a detour through PBY to make it to QBZ through QBY.
Neat. So when you say witness the arrival of a traitor, is it just like, hey, good to know you're here? Or is it more like, hi, good to know you here with guns?
Probably the latter, as we have been tasked with making a very exciting episode of Shooters.
Right. That would explain why the Kimbot has arrived.
Might also explain some things about your mission achievements.
Yeah.
We have mission achievements this week for jumping through a glass window and acting like it didn't hurt, also defusing a bomb with 1 second left on the timer, and dying in your best friend's arms. Hey Blake, for the sake of Kim, do you want to be best friends for today's episode?
Yes.
Great.
In fact, I think we're all going to be best friends for today's episode.
It is good to meet you all, new best friends.
All right, Clab. How are those arms? Cushiony for my frail orange body? Let's roll.
Hey, can I make a quick stop at a locker near one of the Transbot stations? I just need to go check to make sure there's something that I've got some stuff in the locker and I want to just check it out so it doesn't stay there all the time.
Please add a waypoint to our predicted route.
I need to go to E Echo Alpha Alpha. No, just EAA-04.
EAA-04.
That's not too far from here, right?
It's a Transbot station. I mean, it's not the closest Transbot station, but it is the most logical one to take you to where you're going. It has been closed for the last couple hours, but that's probably irrelevant.
It's probably irrelevant. Great. 3 words I love to hear. All right. I would like to go there. Any objections from anybody else on the...
None whatsoever.
Great.
Nah,
Is Kim
man, do
already
what
with
we
us?
want. Toot toot. Let the mission begin.
I guess we can just assume Kim's with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Just
great.
hovering along behind her.
Okay.
All right. Please follow me to our designated location.
All right.
All right, so you're going to the closed Transbot station.
Yes, please.
It's closed.
It is nice and warm out today. Do you not find this?
It is... Yes, it is very warm in EAA. It's always been warm in EAA. It's definitely not...
Yeah, Alpha
Always
Complex is
warm
warm
in
and
Alpha
comfortable.
Complex.
Yes.
Always warm and comfortable in Alpha Complex.
Alpha Complex is warm and comfortable.
It appears the Transbot station is closed, and we may not gain access without potentially harming some computer property, which is treasonous.
Well,
mean,
what
like,
if... What if we could gain access without harming any computer property at all?
Yeah, what if it is like closed, like, you know, they got one of them like slippery floor signs or like, metal shutters. How closed?
I feel like it's just like... Okay. I'm seeing turnstiles, right, that have the big flappy flops, right, that let you in, and these ones aren't letting us in. So we would probably have to hop the turnstiles, at least to get to where the lockers are. So I hop the turnstiles just to go to the locker.
Logically, that seems fine. It's the Transbot station that's closed, not the lockers.
All right.
Great.
So you hop the...
The turnstiles without making any payment.
Okay. So, team leader, one of your troubleshooters has just committed a treasonous act. Please deal with this.
Noted. Someone please lift me over the turnstile.
While that's
okay,
happening, I go to
sure.
the locker.
Violence,
Yeah, violence
Athletics?
lifting large robots.
sure, yeah, violence athletics.
Now, I think you are primarily aluminum.
Yes, I'm not that heavy,
Okay.
Perfect.
Like,
and I'm slightly shorter than you, so
oh, okay. But I mean, how's not that heavy for a bot?
Ooh,
Oh, did you roll your computer die?
not yet. That's 3 successes and 2 failures.
So I feel like 3 successes is going to work. How would you like to modify that?
I honestly think that, I was expecting a fully steel robot.
Okay.
So there might just be a little bit too much force to get you just over the top and maybe a couple feet above, further.
Okay. So, I think you have been enthusiastically launched over the turns, if I'm interpreting correctly what you said.
I mean, I just gave the physics. I'm not ascribing any sort of emotion to it.
Fair point.
Beep.
So what kind of skill do you have for landing gracefully after being hurled through the air into an area you're not allowed to be in? I should explain how skills work. So, we're going to make a roll now, and we're going to add some numbers together to figure out how many dice you're rolling. You're going to choose a stat. In this case, realistically, it's probably going to be violence. Everybody has the same 4 stats, and everybody has different skill lists that are mostly the same. But I don't have them all memorized, so when I ask for people's skills, it's legitimately because I don't know what to ask for.
That's fair.
And you add those 2 together, and then you roll the absolute value of the sum number of dice.
All right.
If you don't have a skill, like they were using athletics to lift, if you could use athletics to...
I think violence athletics would work.
Okay, great. So you roll that many dice plus the computer. There you go. You're on top of it. 5s and 6s are successes.
Got 3 successes, 3 non, and no computer.
All right. I feel like you get to, with 3 successes and no nothings, tell me what happens.
I merely thud to the ground and squeal a little bit, but no harm is done to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I will proceed to follow Blake.
All right. Are
Wait,
you...
team leader, we're not supposed to go in there because the station is closed. Can I have permission to go in there even though it's kind of treasonous?
It does not appear that entering the station would help us with our mission.
Cool, I'll just stay back here and split the party. Kim, how's it going?
Someone else play Kim while I'm dealing with this stuff over here.
Cool.
So,
I have
Hold that pose.
ran as fast as I could to the lockers
work
because
that,
clearly I don't get to
work
stay here very
that.
long.
Right.
I find locker
Now,
017, and I
Attempt to
just slam
restrain.
my tongue against it
okay.
with very bad idea, but I just
perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
And the door springs
Suppress,
open,
traitors.
and it is overstuffed with knives.
yes.
Suppress traitors.
Now, your face is kind of mashed right up against it because you just slammed your
Suppression.
tongue into it.
Insufficient.
What happens next?
Return to the working
I would
stage.
assume that if the door
Work it.
is the pad on the door, or is it on next to the door?
Confirmed.
Oh, I was picturing it next to the door, but I will say
Great.
yes to whatever you say.
Good. I like this option, actually. I like what you're thinking. The pad is next to the door, so I slam my tongue next to the door springs open, and there's about a dozen combat knives in there, and they all come falling out, because they're definitely not in sheaths or a bag.
Those are not things you were given, right?
That's right, they were just combat knives, so I might have to try to get out of the way of a bunch of 12 reasonably sharp knives tumbling out of a locker near my face situation. Mm-hmm. So, violence athletics?
Sure.
Sure. That's 1 dice. I'm at -1. Oh, good. I rolled a 2 and a 4, so that's 2 failures.
Uh-huh.
Well, 2 failures would mean 2 knives.
Knife time.
All right. So does each of those do a level of damage to you?
I'd say together they probably do 1 level of damage together
As you wish.
to my face. So we'll say I'm starting the game injured,
Yes.
which is my natural state. And I begin trying to gather up all of the... I don't have a backpack. I begin gathering up all the knives into my lab coat, which I've now taken off, and I'm stuffing... Oh, I have a satchel. It won't stay closed. There's room enough in the satchel for me to shove 10 knives into the top like some sort of ridiculous Rambo pincushion, and I get all that together, and I'm trying to hold it closed, and I'm assuming this is when CL/4448, can I call you Clab, comes running around the corner.
You may call me Cloud, best friend.
Thank you, best friend. Well, this was... didn't have to be here at all. I guess I'll come with you and leave. I'm sorry for holding up the team.
Blake, Blake R. I have been tasked with dealing with a traitor on my troubleshooter team. Please hold still.
Great.
I'm going to use my flame shooter on him.
Okay. So, you are going to roll violence and guns
Yep.
and the computer die.
Okay. All right.
And however many successes you get is how much damage he takes.
Okay. So that is 2 successes.
Okay. So you take 2 levels of damage.
I'm dead! Great. Okay, I'm dead.
Okay, so what kind of... So there's a satchel that falls to the ground. Mm-hmm. Do you drop any other equipment that Clab might or might not choose to take with her as she leaves? We're using feminine pronouns for
Yeah,
you?
we can.
Okay.
No, actually, just that.
So you hadn't taken the pistol or the vest from your equipment officer?
Did you hand those to
Oh,
me?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I pistol and the vest as well.
That
All
lab
right.
coat is totally ash, too.
Yeah, the flame shooter, was it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so a lot of this has been very heavily burned, including me. Well, I'm dead, after all. I imagine I just kind of like shut my eyes and held the satchel close to me and just kind of whimpered and then burned to death.
And Kim was back with you, right?
Yeah.
So you don't get the XP points for that.
I don't.
All right, so there's a pistol that's red, there's a vest that's red, and there's a satchel that is...
Red.
Red.
It won't stay closed, and there's a lot of knives sticking out the top of it.
Surely parts of it are black.
Much
Well,
of this
now.
seems like the responsibility of our equipment officer, and I have dealt with my recent mission, so I will leave everything there
Okay,
and go back to the entrance turnstile.
Yeah.
all right.
Where's Blake?
So Blake RLWW4 shows up.
Do your treason stars reset when you die?
Yes, they do.
Ooh.
And you have full moxie.
Oh, yeah! That's what I need. Gonna need that full moxie.
Yeah.
All right.
If I didn't include it in your intros, you each got 5 moxie points back.
Good. I've used 1 total over this game, so...
Oh, well, you got it before the game started. Yeah. So,
Wow, Blake, I see that you have come. Where's all the stuff that I gave you?
I point down towards Clab, where Clab is coming back from.
How come you didn't come back from that direction?
Why do I smell pork? Just like roasted meat.
Just long pork, that's all
yeah,
you smell.
I
yeah.
just smell delicious roasted meat, and then I'm like,
Do you have an illicit smoker in one of those lockers in that station?
No, it's just me.
and you're wearing like a gray t-shirt and black sweatpants?
Which is what they generally give me
Yeah.
whenever I wake up, yeah.
Yeah, Sector LWW has a standard thing they give to people who wake
Yep.
up. Whatever that is, that's what you have.
Yep.
Is the turnstile a bot, or have a bot brain, by any chance?
It is connected to the computer, so it's not as independent as a bot.
Okay, okay. All right, so please lift me back over the turnstile.
Well, that means we all have to go over the turnstile to lift her back over.
Not necessarily. If I can yank
But it is. But that's what I'm going to do, and I jump over the turnstiles to help Clab.
CL/4448, one of your team members has treasonously entered a closed area. Please deal with this.
I shoot him with the flame shooter. So that is 2 successes.
The 5 also counts.
Oh, the 5 counts for computer? So computer and 2 successes.
and 2 failures, though.
Oh yeah, 2 ones.
Right.
So, I am going to actually try to dodge this time.
I see.
Yes!
And how would you like to do that?
I would like to use violence, athletics, to dodge. I'll need these 2 dice. That's all I need.
I'll just keep these here.
I rolled a 6 and a 4.
Okay.
Okay,
So is the 4 a failure for you?
Yes, it would be a success and a failure.
All right. So, you can be very badly burned to the point of being maimed.
That sounds great. And then maybe hurt myself in another way, so I get to escape enough damage that doesn't kill me, but I get hurt in a different way.
Which then kills you.
Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? Yes. Yeah, because one more damage would kill me. I need to fail in some other way. Could it just... I don't want to burn all my clothing off and I have to walk around naked because I feel like it's a bad
What if
idea.
it burns off just the ass so we can see your butt? And it's very charred. And so maybe we don't notice it initially because it's all black. Just like your sweatpants.
Like, ideally, your head gets set on fire.
Causing a large amount of collateral damage to Alpha Complex is also a failure in your job.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yes. So,
And
yeah.
being maimed does mean there's some permanent damage that isn't getting fixed.
Yep.
Like when Ira R started out with missing a hand, that was being maimed.
Right. Okay. So we'll put it at maimed, and that all of my clothing has been heavily burned to the point where my bare ass is hanging out the back
And I suspect it's just going to keep falling off
as I keep walking.
over the course of... Yeah.
So that dodge though gets me not only away from the flame, but I kind of get over the turnstiles back onto the side where I'm not going to take another shot.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I couldn't get our equipment back.
And I feel like you're in a lot of pain.
I'm in a lot of pain. Does anyone have any pain be gone?
Does the team have a medical officer?
No more pain?
No.
Are there any first aid kits near the entrance?
I have some medicine.
Oh, may I please have some medicine?
I will give you 1 syringe of Peaceful Calm, which will make you happy.
Hey, Clab. We've left some equipment back over by the lockers somehow. Can you go retrieve it for us?
I can.
Thank you. It is the Science Officer Kit, which includes a backpack that does not close, a red laser pistol, and a red reflex vest.
Equipment officer, have you been keeping track of all of the equipment?
Yes.
Could you go retrieve the equipment from down in this closed transport station?
Do I have permission to retrieve the equipment? Or will you flame slash me?
Yes.
You know what? I'm willing just to take the XP hit.
So I guess I hand...
The what?
The experience points hit. The XP points hit.
There. We're all over the place.
I hand Blake a syringe labeled Peaceful Calm.
I'm no good with needles. Can somebody else do this to me?
Stick.
Right in my fucking forehead, thank you.
What kind of medical skills do you have?
0.
So, like, brains, stick a needle in somebody is kind of what I'm after here.
Okay, how about brains and
I would accept violence instead of brains.
how about brains and God, everything is bad and none of my
Can I opt to just do it myself?
I feel like
Melee?
you handed it to her.
Shit.
brains melee?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do brains melee.
I've seen
Okay.
Pulp Fiction.
I need more dice. But I'm rolling on a negative note here.
Ooh, those are fun.
Corey, can you pick up that dice? Thank you. All right.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's a cocked die.
Well, all right. I have 4 failures, a computer die, and 2 successes. So I probably get the needle into you, into a soft part. But perhaps like a soft part that doesn't want a needle, like your tongue. And you're like, nah! And maybe the needle goes all the way through your tongue and into like your lower palate. So the medicine goes in, but it's excruciating. And I just
But
rip the
only-
needle out.
Briefly
Briefly,
excruciating.
and then you feel amazing. Because the medicine works and you feel very happy. Is happy the
Happy.
adjective? Happy. And I think there was also a computer there.
Yeah, can I say that I don't give him the full dose, though?
Now, you know, they have this thing called Moxie, and I don't want to do Jacob's job for him.
I got the needle into you.
Yeah, and you feel good. I do think that there's no amount of moxie that's realistically going to make a -6 into not doing a single point of damage to you. So, I do also think that the computer is apparently paying attention to you and says, equipment officer, you were charged by your team leader to collect the equipment in the closed station and you haven't done that. Have a treason star. Go collect the equipment now.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Clab. The computer, our friend and wise leader whom I love. The computer's great, by the way. I say
Yes,
it again.
Kennedy.
The computer has requested that I go pick up the equipment. Can I please get the equipment without being flamed? Because I have been asked by the computer to enter an unauthorized area.
Yes.
All right. Please don't flame me as I hop over the turnstile.
Okay.
Then I walk down the hallway. Then I stop by a big smoldering pile of flesh. And I retrieve the charred remains of a vest. And I shake some wet stuff off it. And a bag and 2 knives fall out. And I put the knives back in the bag.
Thank you.
And then I put the vest in the bag. And I, kick your body a little bit to try and get the gun without having to, interact with it too much. And, something goes splort. And I'm like, I just bought this jumpsuit and now there's red on it. This is my nice orange jumpsuit. And I pick up the gun by, putting my sleeve over my hand. And then I come back out and I'm like, ew. And then I hand all this stuff to Blake. Here
To
you go.
Blake RLWW5, who I think is showing up.
Yep. Because I would have taken a point of damage. I felt very happy, and then I was very dead.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks, Clab. And I hop back over.
Do you help Clab over the turnstiles before you do? Because
Oh,
I think
she
Yeah, I'm still on the other side.
Oh, she didn't ask me to help her, and I've already hopped over.
I
the-
did ask before.
I think she
Oh.
did. Kathleen might have been reading something when you asked that.
Oh, okay.
Well, the last time I set Blake on fire was because he had hopped over to help me. But I
Oh,
asked
okay.
everyone.
Oh, okay.
It was a trap, you see.
But you're already on this side. So
I'm
you're
already on
probably
this
okay.
side. All right.
Hand me my stuff.
I'm gonna hand you your stuff.
Thank you.
You push from that end, I pull from this end, and we can pull her through the turnstile.
Cool.
The
I'm.
flappy one.
Yeah. Can
They're
I?
locked. That's why I had to hop the turnstile.
I mean, depending on how they lock, do they
How about,
lock
how
in the
about,
center?
how
or
about like
the
I
edges?
push up underneath, I give a little boost from the batoot, a little tooty toot, and then you do a pull, and then we can get her over.
I'm just gonna lever her over the top of the
I can help.
turnstiles.
Yeah.
You know, if you like, this would be a point where you could make a brains alpha complex check, because there's some information that I think you might have.
Yeah, okay.
I do not want to get set on fire because I have this great vape pen.
Damn, I really would love to use that at the same time.
All right.
All right,
I don't
well,
know what it is, but I'm saying yes.
here's the problem. If I was to use tactical assessment, which is you realize something of vital importance, which I'm assuming is something I'm going to realize here in a second.
Oh, yeah, this isn't really
Vital?
tactical,
Okay, well then that doesn't really matter. Then I'll put that aside.
but, you know.
If I do this, then I can do an appropriate brains and relevant skill check, and if I succeed, everyone you choose, including yourself, is at +1 dice next turn, so long as they heed your advice. If you fail, everyone, including yourself, is at -1 dice.
But that's just for one turn.
That's just for one turn,
Yeah.
so we won't do that. So I'm going to need a bunch of dice.
And here, have some dice.
Good, because I'm going to need 9.
Probably not this one.
Probably not that one. All right, so I've got, yes, and that one. So I need to roll 10 dice. 3, 9. So I've got brains of 4,
I think that's the record so far.
alpha complex.
That's what I've been rolling for my,
Yeah.
my flame shooter.
Brains of 4,
10.
alpha complex of 5,
9,
and
you're
then that makes 10. I roll a new dice. Oh, I'm glad I rolled that new dice. So, positive node. So 2 failures, 3 successes, but also the computer came up, so kind of like 4 successes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you know that when they close these stations, they close them immediately and they stop accepting people, but the exit turnstiles don't lock because they need everybody in the station to exit.
You're right.
And the computer is watching you think about this. And what does the computer call you up to tell you that stresses you out? Because you're losing some moxie from this.
Yeah, absolutely. The computer knowing me as a bureaucrat that would understand like how these things work. I have a lot of alpha complex knowledge. Is calling me up, and clearly I've been distracted by the fact that I've died twice now in the course of about 5 minutes, and the computer is concerned about my state of calm and mental health, and now the computer is going to recommend that I undergo some sort of re-education, which is definitely not something I want to have happen right now. It would have to be some sort of very stressful thing I'd have to go do, like reporting to a re-education center, or risk losing XP points. So I think that probably a great deal of XP points too, something like 300 XP points.
Okay.
Okay, so I either have to at some point get re-educated before the end of this session, or I lose 300 XP points.
Okay.
That's really stressful.
So lose a point of moxie.
I'm going to lose a point of moxie.
And then if the re-education hasn't happened by the end of the session, I'll let you take care of the math.
Thank you.
So, I think the computer will also be saying, you guys should have been on your way a while ago, and you're just sitting around wasting time. So, since you're not traveling to where you're supposed to be, you are each fined 25 XP points, and you need to start traveling to where you're supposed to be.
We haven't gotten Clab over the turnstile yet, though.
Did you know that the exit turnstiles do not lock whenever they close down a Transbot station? Clab, if you proceed to the exit turnstiles, you can just roll yourself out.
Okay.
I follow Clab and smoothly go to the station and then look at the other Blake body on the way by.
Thank you, Blake R.
You're welcome,
You
Clab.
have expedited us returning to our mission. Please direct us to PBY.
We have to go to another Transbot station.
That's correct.
One that's open. We can tell that from our thing, right?
Yeah, you
Our
can pull that
brains?
up on your HUD.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That we have to use a different Transbot station to use the Tranbots? Yes.
Let's go to the Strandbot station.
All right.
Woo.
Yeah. Well, you're the leader. Take us to the next nearest Transbot station that's open, I guess.
Rerouting. Bleep. Okay, take us to the next open
Cool.
transit station that'll get us to PBY.
All right. Does anything happen between EAA and PBY?
I'm going to take a couple more, like, zoot-zoots off that weird pen I got. And what a great day I'm having. I'm also going to try to spend some quality time with Kim. Let's see. What could be fun to do with Kim?
We could all sing I Love Friend Computer.
I mean, sure, I'll join in. For sure.
I'll join in.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
So you lead them in singing I Love Friend Computer.
I'm also going to make sure that everybody else on the train is, like, at least thinking about joining us. And if they are like, I'd be like, no, please join in, and motion to Kim.
Personally, then this is out of character. I don't feel like we get to say that without doing it.
All right.
I don't know what the tune is.
No, everyone knows
Okay,
the song.
all right, good. We all know
Happy,
the
happy,
song.
joy, joy.
3, 2.
I love
friend
computer,
and
I love
friend computer, and I love friend computer, and so do all of you.
and people really get the ands and ends mixed up in that song. Friend computer really likes to know when things are over.
There's a rule in this edition of Paranoia that if you do something particularly awesome,
Oh, good. You'll let us know when that happens, right?
I'm supposed to impose a ram card on you. And I haven't been doing this because ram cards are basically always bad and increase the chaos of the game.
We don't need that.
Do we
kind
each
of
get
help.
one?
I feel like at this point you each get one.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I should explain how ram cards work. There can only ever be one ram card in play. You just play it by putting it down face up, and then that's the ram card that's in play. Some ram cards have an expiry built in because they're a thing you only do once. Some of them say how you discard them. I'm assuming that I've just disappointed our viewers because I can't imagine, like, I don't know what cards you just got, but why would you ever play a ram card?
I'm going to play a ram card. Motivate your teammates not to fail. Do not fail at not failing. When the next player fails to get any successes on a roll, all of the players must point at him and say, fail. First or most enthusiastic loses 2 treason stars. The last or weakest must discard 2 action cards.
Ooh.
So that's in play.
Okay, so now nobody else can
headphone
play
users.
a ram card.
For the rest of the session? Or
Until that
that's
one goes
resolved?
away.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, Clab, while we're on this transbot, or am I?
I just wanted to quickly explain a rule, but I just don't think I've told you you're tracking your own achievements. I'm not tracking achievements, so when you do something that is scoring an achievement, just take care of the points because that's too much work for me. You got to do it yourself.
What if I can't smell the burning hair?
You must have like
gonna have trouble.
onboard.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so while we're on this transbot, you know, going to PBY or wherever we go. So, Clab, I have not met you before. Is this your first time being a team leader?
This is my first time being a team leader, friend Kennedy.
That sounds awesome. What other troubleshooting stuff have you done?
This is my first troubleshooting mission.
What do you normally do?
Normally, I am an infantry bot that guards Alpha Complex.
From what?
You do not have clearance to know that.
Cool.
Do you have clearance to know that?
I do not have clearance to know that.
Oh Jesus.
So how
But
do
you
know
have
what?
special permission.
permission.
Yeah.
So how do you know what to shoot then?
I follow orders from friend computer.
And they're never wrong. Okay, cool. Carry on then.
Thank you, I will.
I had fun writing up all the stuff that you know that you're not allowed to tell everybody.
It's juicy.
While we're still on the train, I would like to spend some time creating some clearance-appropriate and unwieldy and also probably problematic hats for everyone from the strips of cloth.
Okay, using the needle and thread?
Oh, no.
No.
No, just wrapping strips of cloth around people. As I said, unwieldy and problematic.
Got it.
We're gonna just like a headband strip.
Keep going.
Turban?
Yeah, at least 12 or 8 headband strips.
All right, me first, please.
Definitely.
Okay.
You get one that's gray.
Thank you for your consideration.
Let me know when you get to Sector PBY.
We get to Sector PBY.
Okay.
Definitely do.
Can I turn my inappropriately wrapped headband into a somewhat fashionable scarf because it fell down over my face anyhow?
I mean, that actually falls outside of my my purview as haberdashery officer. So as long as you're not wearing it on your head, you can do whatever you want with it.
Excellent.
I would just like to note that while we were on the trip, I was inscribing hexagons into the floor of the train using my tape measure so that they would be precisely 17.41 centimeters on every side.
You have a tape measure.
I do have a tape measure.
Tiling.
Okay.
Tiled a whole bunch of them, in fact.
All right.
All right.
All right, I guess we arrive?
The PBY?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So you have arrived in PBY, which is right above QBY, which is where they are taking care of entering into QBZ. I don't know what your plan is here. I'm just making sure you know what's going on.
Yep, we're going to go to QBY from here.
You are in you're in PBY. You're going.
We're going to go.
All right. So you're looking for like the military post where they're guarding.
Yes.
All right. So you know that when you were manning such posts, you would put out signs that sometimes were even legible that said people going beyond this line that you might or might not have drawn in a visible spectrum will be shot. And you got to shoot people then. And that's what you're looking for. Okay, you find it.
Okay. Are there bots manning the post?
So the post is a bunker.
Yeah.
So all you can see are muzzles.
Right.
Do you have some way? I would love to answer your question.
I just want to contact the computer and ask for permission to converse with the bunker.
So you're.
We need access to QBY for our mission.
You should have access to QBY for your mission.
Okay. So I wish to yell at the bunker. Hello, friends! We have permission to access QBY. Please do not shoot us.
There's no response.
There's no response. Okay.
Would you like to be persuasive, or are you just shouting that out?
I'm just shouting it.
Cool.
Let's see. We have a science officer, an equipment officer, and a haberdasher. Ira! Oh,
Yes.
please approach the bunker and let them know that we have permission to enter.
I'll take a swatch of beige cloth, as it's the closest thing I have to white, hold it above my head and wave it at this muzzle bunker, and begin to slowly approach the bunker.
All right.
Yes.
So, I think that you're the type of character who would actually have a chance to dive for cover when they start shooting. So, please make a violence/dive for cover roll.
That sounds to me like a violence, I want to say melee, probably?
Athletics?
Athletics, yeah, athletic. I mean, either way, I'm happy. Which,
I am also
athletics
happy either way.
Actually, athletics makes more sense. So that's a total of, 3. 3 for the violence, 4 for the athletics, 1 for friend computer. The Elijah of Monday nights. And that is 2 successes. And a big ol' stress from friend computer.
All right, so I'm going to give you 3 successes, which is your number for not getting hurt. And then what is the stress? Or would you like me to tell you, or would you like to tell me what the stressful thing is happening?
I mean, quite frankly, the stress of people shooting at me from within Alpha Complex is stressful enough. So I'd gladly take whatever you got in mind.
Okay, so I feel like friend computer is going to be contacting you and saying, Ira R, you are entering a restricted zone. You should go to QBY rather than being shot at in PBY. And then, to be helpful, friend computer is going to give you directions to how you can get to QBY.
Okay.
So
I was hoping you were going to say direct access in the form of a trapdoor. Please go on.
Would you like me to change this to a trapdoor? Because I did say that you could specify this.
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Friend computer is going to give us direct access to.
Via a trapdoor.
Yes.
All right. So a trapdoor opens beneath you, and you are going to fall, let's call it 100 feet, into sector QBY.
Right where we need to be.
So I feel like you are the type of character who could potentially succeed at a role to dive out of the way when you're being shot at by some muzzles in a bunker. Are you also the type of character who can survive dropping 100 feet?
No, but I know. Well, there's two things. Number one, I know someone who is able to do that. But also, I also feel like I might be the type of person who can T-pose for dominance over gravity.
So you're just gonna like snap out your arms and hold yourself?
Is this like you're doing some goddamn Lupin the Third, Castle Cagliostro shit, aren't you?
If I have the reaction time to be able to dodge bullets that are coming,
Right.
I probably have the reaction time to realize that I'm falling a bit and be able to just.
But I feel like if this is like a shaft that they're using for, I think the shaft is too. I mean,
If it's a big shaft, then hey, then I'm willing to take the consequences.
all right. Well, let's get back to that because that was your plan B.
Let's
What
see.
was your plan A?
Well, the plan A was just knowing that someone else is able to. Really, I mean, there's not much time for thinking right now.
All right. So is anyone else reacting to this?
So
I'm gonna look at my vape pen and be like, whoa.
I can. So on the dodge, that's one thing. On when the trap door opens, depending on what happens to him, whether he actually goes all the way through it, but I'm going to believe that seeing the trap door open and seeing him just start to go through it, I would dive to try to catch him.
Okay.
So, Ira, is that what that's what's happening to you right now? Is that you are beginning your plummet, and I am diving towards the hole that you are now plummeting through?
I'm noticing that everything around me is slightly higher than it was a split second before.
Cool.
And it's getting higher faster.
All right, I have a burst of sudden motivation.
I don't remember what that does.
Good. Flexible genes is what it's called. Draw a mutant power card. If it's blank, gain +1 to your node. If it isn't blank, then you may have up to +2 to your node, and more might happen. Tell Dale. I do not have a blank card.
Oh,
Yes. Do you want me to talk about what this is?
I will leave that up to you.
I just want to read it real quick. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Oh, Jesus. That's weird. Okay.
I'm excited.
Oh, no. How am I going to explain this?
I believe in you.
So I gained this.
Okay.
Is that what happens by? I'm curious. Is like by getting this? Was this just because of
Your
for this
flexible
or
genes?
yeah?
If that makes sense.
I
I
don't-
don't know what you're holding. I'm going to say yes to anything you say.
Because I
And
don't
then
know
maybe add things.
Sorry, I didn't know what the rule was. If it's like if I draw it and it's blank, then I gain a +1. If it's not blank, and then like, oh, it wasn't blank, so now I discard the card. Is that what the intention is supposed to
So
be?
you said if it's blank, blah, blah, blah. If it's not,
Yeah.
what does it say next?
You may have up to +2 to your node,
Okay.
and more might happen.
Okay, so it's up to you what that number is. The maximum is 2.
Yep.
For whatever you're rolling to do, which I think is diving in after him.
Yeah, violence athletics, I have a feeling.
All right.
Okay.
So you get +2 to that.
I get +2 to that.
And then more might happen depending on
Oh,
what you
yeah,
just
no, this
drew.
is perfect. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use this.
Okay.
Great.
Great. So,
'Cause I don't know what's going on.
okay, good. So, I'm sorry, but this is just going to get really ridiculous.
Oh, hooray.
Yeah, so that's -1 +2, so +1. And I'm making a grab for you.
Please.
Let's see if I grab you. I rolled 2
Fail!
ones. I rolled
Fail.
2 ones.
So, do you remember there are 3 things that you can do with Moxie?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you should re-roll.
I'm going to re-roll that. Because of the failure, does the ram card fire then? Because they all did the fail thing? Did it fire? Or by me spending Moxie, does that counteract that?
I think it might counteract.
But all is true.
All is true.
Yeah, we totally did it. Kathleen was the last.
Yes, it's true. What happens if I'm the last?
Discard 2 action cards.
Oh no.
Does
Who
this
was
go out
first?
of play?
Yes.
Me.
Okay, well done.
Don't have any trees and stars to lose, but
Let's try this again. A 4 and a 2, so no failures, no successes.
All right.
All right. So I guess I just slide and slip forward, and I don't grab his hands.
I think you're both falling through this shaft.
Cool. Am I close enough to catch him? Am I close enough to grab his hand?
I don't care.
You
You promised me
Yep.
excitement. Just
I
do
am.
the excitement. I'm sitting here saying yes.
I'm close enough to grab your hand.
I think we are, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If
So
not right away, definitely before we hit the ground.
I grab your hand. Here's a weird thing. I have a new mutant power. It's called Swapper. You can exchange mutant powers with any clone who has one just by touching them. Cross off a point of Moxie, then give this card to the player or the character you touched and take their mutant power card in exchange. You're now immune from anyone using this card on your current clone. No takebacks if you discover the power you stole. Sucks. It also works on NPCs, but you can only use this power on live clones. So I give you this, and you give me your mutant power card.
Okay. So the two of you are falling hand in hand.
And so I've used that.
Yes.
And,
Yes, you have.
And in order to not crash into the ground, so that was, I concentrate.
So you spent a Moxie to re-roll.
Yep.
You spent a Moxie to use this.
Sure did. I would like to spend, I would like to reassert my wings.
Okay, and that's going to cost you another point of Moxie.
It sure is.
And your wings, I think, are going to burst through your jumpsuit. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing.
Yes,
All
they
right.
would, because I would have come up, well, because I came back from the dead and nobody gave me another jumpsuit, I've got a very thin t-shirt on.
Right.
Because my jumpsuit would have been burned up by
Yeah,
getting burned
absolutely.
up. So I'm in my black and whites and it bursts through my t-shirt, my wings pop out. I'm still technically the same color, so don't freak out, chat. I'm not blue, but yeah, that's what we've got. And using those wings, I spread them wide to slow our descent, and I'm going to try to fly.
Great. How athletic are you feeling?
I'm not feeling that athletic at all, in fact.
Hooray!
So maybe what you want to do is use a different use of your Moxie. I don't know how many you have left.
I've got a few.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there are three things you can do with Moxie.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the person who usually explains how Moxie works, but you can spend a point to re-roll your dice.
Yes.
Technically, you're only supposed to be able to do that once per roll, but that's boring, so I say you can do it as often as you like.
Sure.
You can spend a point of Moxie to add one to your node, or you can spend a point of Moxie to power up your mutant power.
Oh, DM, I do that. I power up my mutant power,
Okay.
which would mean that I can support two people. My wings are strong enough to support me and another person, a human adult.
All right, so instead of spending 1 point of Moxie to activate your wings, you're spending 2 points.
Yes.
And you have stronger wings than you would have otherwise.
Yeah. They got beefed up in the back in the tank.
All right, so then that roll is to control your descent, not to determine whether you were stopping the descent.
Great.
So what did you roll?
I rolled neither success nor failure.
All right, so you neither
3.6.
succeed nor fail at controlling your descent.
Great.
So you're heading into level Q, which is an active war zone. I think this is the point where we look back to the two robots and the vape lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kennedy O, please order the bunker not to fire their weapons upon us.
Well, I mean, why don't you do it? You're the team leader. Like, don't, like,
Bunker, do not fire upon us.
No
All right.
response.
lead the way then.
But there's this massive shaft that's, like, when he jumped back, he landed on the place that opened up. I don't know if you're planning on using this.
No.
Okay.
Well, you've ordered them. I'll follow you.
Okay, I go towards the bunker.
Okay. I fire at you a whole lot.
I'm going to play a ram card.
Oh. Am I still rolling my dice?
You still can, yep.
Oh, thank you.
There is no you in computer. The first person to say the word you as their character or not loses 3 moxie. All other players gain 1 moxie. The GM can say whatever they want.
So the first of the 2 guns hits you for 3 points of damage. Now, you should have some damage boxes on your character sheet.
So I can take maimed.
Yes. So that means you permanently lose 1 piece of equipment.
I'm going to lose my fire extinguisher.
Yeah, who needs a fire extinguisher?
No.
And then I'm going to... I think that's all I'm doing. The other one's ready in case something else happens. Okay, so you've been fired on. I think we're going to do a combat order at this point.
Okay.
So we're using the dynamo system, which I think I've explained to you, but you two each have 5 seconds to choose an action or any kind of card, really, that's going to do your action order. So you have 5, 4, okay, you've each chosen your card. So who's going on 10? Who's going on 9? Who's going on 8? Who's going on 7? Who's going on 6? Who's going on 5? Who's going on 4? I'm going on 4. All right. I have no successes on that roll. Who's going on 3?
Me. I want to fire my flame shooter at them, and
Yes.
I'm playing Kaboom. Instead of hitting its target, ranged attack or appropriate, hit something nearby that blows up with 3-meter blast radius. So I want to say that I'm hitting their guns, and the battery packs are superheating and exploding.
Good luck.
Okay. So, violence guns.
Violence guns.
My favorite kind of gun.
Sure.
Wait, no, cocking gun.
Okay, so 1 success, 3 failures, and a computer.
Okay, so I think we're going to count the computer as a success.
Okay.
So I think that you're going to cause both guns to explode violently, and that will kill the 2 humans attached to them.
Yes.
How would you like this success to be modified by your 3 failures?
I get caught in the explosion.
Okay, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you are going to have your new robot body waiting for them when they arrive in their uncontrolled descent
Yep.
in the active war zone.
Makes sense.
Which means we need to get you some new body stuff. I'm going to... will you please shuffle these? Give her a chassis and 2 modules.
Okay.
Do I return the ones I had?
Yes.
I'm going on 1.
Okay.
Those are
So I guess I kind of see this happen.
Yeah, the bunker just explodes. Your leader dies. There's this huge gaping hole. You and Kim are the only ones still on level P.
Wow. Cool. Well, at least I can...
Can you walk out of that explosion? Oh, I said you! Oh! I lose 3 moxie.
You
I
lose
am I am out of moxie.
You are out of moxie.
Does that mean you die?
No, it doesn't.
It's worse.
So,
it's much worse.
when you are out of moxie, the technical term is you are losing it. This is during your uncontrolled descent.
Oh boy!
So, you get to describe what happens next unless you're not making things bad enough for everybody.
Well, I've never been in an active war zone before, Dale.
Well, Blake R., this is your last chance to ever say that. Do you want to say it a second time?
I've never been in an active war zone before.
All right, and that's it. You can never say this again. So, when you lose it, an average result, like the top of the bell curve, is you die and nobody else actually dies.
Right.
Take it from here, please.
Well, okay. So the end result of this is that I have to die.
Oh,
Oh, I see. I don't have to die. That's the top of the bell curve.
Right.
This will be very interesting then. Okay, active war zone. Ooh, you know what? You need a module. You need 2 modules, and you need a chassis. So let's hurry up and do that for you as well. You're going to have that chassis.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to play a card. I'm going to play Keep Your Head Down, which is you find a hiding spot, describe it, you can dodge any attacks until the start of the next round, but you cannot do anything else until then. So I obviously lose it. I've got this big weight I'm strong enough to carry, and I see all this stuff, and I'm like, I lose it, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. And I see a building ahead of me, probably about 4 stories off the ground.
Okay.
With an open window.
All right.
And I fly into the window. It's not a very big window.
Is it a glass window?
No, it's not. The glass has been bombed out.
Oh.
This building is not in very good repair. In fact, parts of it are on fire. So I fly in through the window. Process of doing that, I smack my wings on the outside of because I'm just thinking, I haven't had my wings out in a while.
Right.
And I smack my wings on the side of them, breaking them.
Hollow bones.
Yeah, they don't get torn off, but they break.
Right.
And a lot of pain, and I go in through the window. Ira ends up
Small window, isn't it?
a small window, ends up smacked into the side of the building. And as I came through, his arms are now on the windowsill, but you are dangling outside in a war zone out of a broken building that's on fire. I'm inside the building that's still a little bit on fire, and I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm probably bleeding a fair bit, and my wings are broken.
You and me both, bro.
You're 4 stories up. So that's where I think that comes to.
All right. So broken wings sounds like maimed to me. Is that what you were going for?
I was going for maimed.
All right. So this was all a parenthetical thing while we were finding out what was happening to Kennedy O. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to get a description of what Clab looks like now.
Great.
All right. So basically I've seen the bunker explode, and it's me and Kim,
Yes.
and there's a huge shaft. What's beyond the flaming bunker? Is there, say, like, an elevator to the Forbidden Zone that they're guarding?
It's not to the Forbidden Zone, but it is to level Q.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to stride purposely out of this fire, or at least try to get the fire behind me a little bit. Because, it's still smoldering. I'm not coming out of the fireball.
So Kim is going to try to, she's on the side of the show being awesome.
Yeah.
And she's like, can you stoke that up? Can you find something to explode that you can throw into there and then walk out of it?
I should really catch up to my team leader. Computer has given us an important mission, Kim. And, computer is,
If you walk backwards, she can reverse the footage.
Let's walk backwards into an explosion.
I'm going to say, I'm sure there's other explosions later. And Kim and I will get into whatever access hatch they were guarding and
Okay.
And then I walk out and see all of this happening.
Yes. You see probably your bleeding feet out of one window. Your bleeding, dangling body. Are you injured?
I probably broke some ribs at the very least.
All right.
If it's a brick build, if it's a building made of anything other than, I want to say, flesh, I'm going to have a bad time.
I'm just saying yes. So thank you for not making
Confirmed,
it flesh.
not flesh.
Right. And who do we see?
So Clab V2 is mostly the same, but no legs, just tank treads. Do I still have my flame shooter?
No,
or
you
I
lost
only
your
have
old
these?
bot modules.
Okay.
So how many bot modules can you have?
3.
Okay, because it'll say that on your chassis.
Oh. 3.
Okay, and so you've been given 2 modules.
Yes.
So if you find another bot module,
Yes.
You can get it installed.
Okay.
And do you want to tell us what modules you have, or do you want to keep them a surprise?
They can be a surprise.
Okay. I look forward to finding out.
I exit the elevator, look around, and I'm like, holy moly. I walk over to Clab and I say, hey, good job getting us permission to get in there, Clab.
Hey, best friend. It's good to see you again. How are you?
Well, I mean, I took the lift down, so I'm feeling okay. We should go see how Ira and Blake are doing.
Help! Yes.
I've got the I've got my stethoscope out in my own ears, listening to my own heartbeat, listening to myself slowly die.
So, Clab, now that we're in sector QB, so we're in sector QBY, active war zone. What is our mission again?
Our mission is to go to QBZ and witness the traitor entering the sector.
That is a forbidden zone.
There is a forbidden zone within QBZ.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, so like the whole sector's not forbidden?
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, level Q is an active war zone, and people aren't like that. That's a different kind of forbidden. But whether
Yeah.
it's war zone or not, there's this thing in QBZ that's a forbidden zone.
Oh, how exciting. All right. Well, let's, I guess, walk over to the outside of that former apartment building and see if we can retrieve Blake and Ira.
Did I lose my syringes with my body, or can I have re-upped?
I will give you your remaining syringes for a point of charge.
Okay. Done.
So they got you some new syringes, is
Thank
what
you.
happened.
Yes. Because I see my teammates are injured.
Yes. And, I mean, your memory of that syringe from last time was very, very briefly traumatic, and then you felt awesome.
Then I didn't feel anything at all, and that worried me a little bit. But, hey, you know what? I've lost it, so I'm not really processing a lot right now.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here while you guys tell me what happens.
I guess we
How
have
far,
to
how far away is it, do you think this is? Like, a couple hundred feet?
retrieving our friends.
Like, to get to the building, right?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Is anybody around?
No.
It's
No.
an active war zone.
So there's probably, like, people and stuff like that happening.
But they're in, like, trenches or bunkers, or, like, you guys are kind of walking around in the open.
And I'm sure that the shots fired stopped briefly when this giant, like, when this man flew in with wings with another man below him and crashed into a building, and then they went back to shooting at each other.
But on the plus side, I'd say by the law of averages, at some point you're going to be walking away from an explosion.
And can I ask, why is this an active war zone? Is it people trying to, what are they going to war for?
I don't think you know that.
You might know that.
I have a lot of knowledge of Alpha Complex, but as has been stated before, I've lost it.
So, if you like, I'll tell you as soon as you are...
Calm?
Yeah.
Sure.
All
As
right.
soon as you find
So
it.
we hurry to the building that they're in and go up to
Can I actually,
where Blake is.
Can I feel like just walking across would perhaps people might want to take a shot at us. So,
That was my plan, yes.
Yes, can I use actually my bluff and chutzpah to be like, hey, everybody, just so you know, we're doing an episode of Shooters, and we have Kim here, who's here to look at things that are cool, but if we blow Kim up too soon, it won't make the episode. So let us get over to this building so we can do a cool thing.
I want 3 successes for
Yeah,
that
that's
to work.
fair. That's absolutely fair. I mean, I've got...
And remember, if your number isn't high enough, you can spend Moxie to make it higher.
Oh!
That's not 3 successes.
That's 5 successes.
How many did you roll?
7, 8 dice.
Ooh, wow.
And no failures.
Tell me what happens.
With style.
Oh my god. Okay, so I get out and I let out this like fat vape cloud. Because there's only one way that I would want to do this. And so like, and I'm just like, I blow an amazing smoke ring. And it's like, you know, like when they had the P4 and people came out to play soccer on Christmas Eve and it was a beautiful moment. Yeah. Everybody's like, shooters! And everybody briefly puts down their guns. to look good for the camera, and like me and Kim go around. We talk to people, and we talk to like all the people who have guns and all of their backstories, and I'll make up as many as you want me to, but to stop me at any time. And we find out what people's dreams and hopes and aspirations are. So it takes us a long ass time to get there, but everybody gets to like pose and look cool in front of the camera. I do, we're like, hey, thanks for being in shooters. This is going to be a great episode. How many go to an active war zone? And I'm giving people fist bumps and like letting them have hits off the vape pen. Everybody's having a great time.
Please, all watch previous episode featuring Evangelista.
And they're like, we love Evangelista! And somebody's like a member of like a secret society where they're like Evangelista fan club, but it's like a 2-person secret society they just started.
So I have evidence of a secret society?
We both do, yeah. And they're just like, yeah, man, we love Evangelista. We're in her fan club.
You can have fan clubs as legitimate non-secret
Oh.
societies. Like there are
Oh, okay.
societies that are in the open.
She said secret society.
She did. I'm just making sure this one's secret.
It's a secret Evangelista fan club.
Yes.
They do dirty fan fiction. That's what makes it a secret.
But like you got invited to a non-secret society this week. So you guys take a really long time to do that. So whatever happens to these two is finished long before you get there.
During the 40 minutes that occurs, I'd like to have it's made several attempts, one of which succeeded in me scrambling up over the edge of the window.
my leg?
I mean, probably once.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Do you yell?
Yes, I would.
Then I probably let go of it for that attempt. But hey, we got 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So I feel like at least one of you is going to survive this horribly maimed. Do you need my involvement, or do you guys just want to storytell this?
Okay. I'm already maimed. So I have to think that the broken wing thing is essentially, that's, not only do I have these great big wings, but they are also quite broken and mangled. They don't fold up very well. They are going to be a massive encumbrance. I'm going to need more than just first aid to kind of splint these things back together.
Technically, when you're maimed, you have to make a roll every round to avoid dying.
Oh, Jesus.
There are a lot of rounds between now and when these two are going to come to you.
Yeah.
I don't ask this, I don't go out of character often. How do you feel about not getting through this alive?
That's my 5th clone. I mean, like, I can take one more. But then after that, I got to be real cautious. I would like to get through this bit without dying.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking of something else, and I don't want to do it in the middle of the session.
All right, I guess you fall off a building then.
Is that acceptable? Or do you want to just see me put through the ringer because at this point it's like...
No, I've a way to kill you and get out of this alive.
I look forward to seeing it.
I think.
I think maybe I just take it. I think maybe I just take...
But I can also, I'm also willing to put up some sacrifice here as well.
I feel like you've teased us now, though.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah.
All right, let's see. What have you got?
Let's see if this works. Because if it doesn't, I can pivot out of it, I think.
Hey, and if I die, I die, and then I guess I try to do a thing that I wanted to do anyway. Yeah. So great. So
in the confusion of the impact into the side of it, I had, of course, my haberdashery kit, which I believe both of us may have misinterpreted how the other read the Merriam-Webster's dictionary definition of haberdashery, but I still have all the equipment.
Right.
And as we impacted the building, my strands of cloth fell out from my backpack and followed Blake into the building.
Okay.
And so in my scrambling around up top and trying to get in but failing, and in Ira's, in Blake's moaning and writhing, I end up getting my hand tangled in a strand of cloth.
Okay.
Along with his leg. And unfortunately, I mean, they're now very well knotted up because we really suck at what we're doing right now.
First time in a war zone.
It's 40 minutes, and eventually I just run out of strength and let go because there's nothing left and fall out the window, dragging Blake by his leg.
Slowly towards.
Slowly towards until he gets out the window. And of course, the problem with wings is that if you want to use wings as nature intended them, there's two ways to do that. Number one is the way of the insect or the stately bird, where one would flap their wings and have a controlled flight. The other way of using wings in nature is the way that seeds do when they fall from a tree, which is to say, spin wildly, but reduce the level of speed as you come down. So that's a...
Oh, it hurts so much.
Oh, it sure does.
My broken wings.
Or a parachute.
And so I probably will make it to the ground, but I've probably, from all the twisting, I've completely dislocated my arm up to the elbow, and it's just skin hanging off on itself.
Ooh, neat.
It's more than his dislocation. That's a lot.
Oh no, it dislocated and then just kept going because there's a lot of spinning going on here.
Yuck.
So, if you two like, you can see this happening and ease his passing with a syringe. It's
Yeah.
not going to save you.
No.
But it's going to make your end less miserable.
No, I'm gonna hum over there and cradle him. It's like, would you like to take another syringe, best friend?
I would love one more syringe. Best friend.
So you said it's medical? Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't have that.
I mean, at this point, I don't see any point in rolling. I think what's going to happen is,
Just kind of like feebly
Like-
knock the syringe against him.
and it's going to go in, and you're going to feel awesome, and then you're going to die in your best friend's arms.
And does the camera catch it?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I mean, it's up to you, but you can
This is
just text
very
her.
well staged in like
Yeah.
the middle of the and I can just, like be
Yeah.
like Kim.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna walk over. How is Ira doing?
badly. From the sounds of things.
But I think that takes me up to, I would definitely be injured by the impact to begin with, probably.
Here, Kennedy, is another syringe to help with Ira R.
I think what Ira R just needs is a good night nap, and I'm gonna make sure that Kim is watching me, and I'm just gonna give him an old bonk to the face.
Okay. Did you take the syringe that was being handed to you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll. Let's see, violence, melee on that.
Violence,
Okay.
friendship.
I get an achievement if I can knock someone out with a single punch. You see.
Yes.
I get no fail. Oh no, this is a minus note, so I get like 4 failures and a computer, so I don't do very well.
Okay, so you do 1 point of damage from the computer.
Okay, good.
So if you were maimed, that is going to take you out.
Super dead.
So
Well, I get
that
the
is
experience
that's
for
going
that.
to. But the computer is going to have something to say to you,
Oh yes.
and B, you have 4 failures there to account for.
Do you knock his head clean off?
I feel like maybe one of the failures is that this isn't suitable footage for shooters.
Yes. Okay, so one of them is not suitable footage for shooters. The other one is I definitely like hurt my hand. I don't punch that hard, but I'm just like when you like hit something and it's like you can just see your knuckle bruising and you're like, this is gonna smart for like a week. Because I like got right on the orbital bone or something
You
like
caught
that.
you got a piece of Cortec.
Yeah. It's no good. The other failure is, well, you die, which is kind of good for you.
Is it?
Well, kind of.
I mean, the computer's going to have something to say about you killing one of your team members.
I was trying to put him out of his misery. 2 more failures. I'm just trying to think. I don't know, Dale. Go for it.
I mean, I think maybe your friendship thing has ended. How about that? Like the camera has gone. Everybody's like, "What are we doing?"
The vape pen's worn off, and they're all
Yes.
going back to their bunkers.
Right.
Okay,
So
that's fair.
when you come back in your next clone, Ira O, you have all of your Moxie.
That's great, because I've never spent any Moxie.
You always get all of your Moxie in your new clone unless you had lost it and died as a result.
Oh.
Oh.
When that happens, you roll a d6 and add 2, and that's how many Moxie you have.
I should. You know what? I'm going to roll the computer dice. I rolled a 6,
Okay.
so I come back with 8.
8.
And also, can I spend some XP points?
Sure.
Cool. I would like to spend. 1 second.
This one.
This one right here. I would like to spend 3,000 XP points to go from red to orange and orange to yellow.
I see. All right, so you're showing up as Blake Y.
Correct.
All right, in your gray t-shirt and black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wings present, wings not present. Probably wings not present.
I mean, that's your call.
Wings not present.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't know if they're even there or not at this point.
Yes. In character, you don't know.
Yes, in character I don't know that
Because, of course, your mutations always get stripped away.
That's right.
When you have a new clone.
I was going to get treason stars for being a non-registered mutant by that point, I think, anyway. So
Yeah, and people were already calling in to report you.
I bet.
Yeah. So,
My last clone, I'm going to go out as a yellow. Or get reassigned.
so, there was a computer there.
Yes. The computer definitely stressed. I feel like the computer's like, hey, Kennedy, why the hell are you in a war zone?
That was kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I think, if I may,
No, go for it.
the computer is going to help you out of the war zone. So your eyeballs stop showing you the war zone. They just show you a black field with an orange arrow pointing the direction you should go to get out of the war zone.
Oh, good. I can't see. Computer, is this...
Yes, Kennedy O.
Is this arrow pointing me in the direction of my troubleshooter mission?
Yes, it is, Kennedy O. Why aren't you walking that way?
I am on my way ASAP as soon as the rest of our troubleshooter team is ready to go.
You should start right now, and I will help them catch up to you. Please have this 25 XP point fine to remind you to start moving whenever I give you this kind of arrow.
Okay. We should get going, like right now. I'm gonna start walking this way, I guess, and bonk, like trip over something.
Yeah, this is terrible. The terrain's awful.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to follow you.
You two show up whenever you want to.
Should we show up in the sector that she's supposed to arrive in?
I think so.
That seems fairly efficient, doesn't it?
I think we both work with some very competent people, and they probably are there right away.
So, you're not helping her.
No.
So I think you are only hurt when you stumble out of the war zone
Okay.
and you get to the command station that controls access to QBZ.
Okay, great. At that point, does my vision come back?
Yes.
Okay.
And there are a number of people who are waiting in line to get through the command station, but the door is closed. The command station is controlling access to QBZ.
Right.
So you can think of it as border if you want.
Interesting. And so are the rest of are Ira and Blake there?
Are we going to join her on this side of the border or on the other side of the border and see how she gets through the line?
She's smart enough to get through, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
So you two are in QBZ.
Yeah, waiting on the other side for her to come through.
All right.
Waiting for our team leader as well.
And you can see them on the monitors. Also on the monitors is a person that is of interest to you.
Oh, okay.
Who's in this line? How many people are in there?
7.
7 people in line, and I'm at the back of the line. I'm number 8. And the line's not moving
Correct.
because the window's closed.
Yes.
I'm gonna tap on the person in front of me and say, "Hey, buddy.
Hi.
How long has the window been closed for?"
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Are you trying to also get to Sector QBZ for a troubleshooter mission?
No.
Interesting. Do you think there's somebody I could talk to? Is there like, you know what? I'll be right back, and I'm gonna walk up to the front of the line,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, are they gonna be back soon? Do you know?"
So you're talking to the person
Who's been waiting?
So everybody else in line's infrared. So
Okay.
you're talking to this infrared, and it's like, how would you like me to find that out?
Oh, right, because they'll take orders from me because I'm orange. All right, hey, could you go see if there's like a door that you could knock on and ask them when they're going to come out and let people into the sector, because there's like a line and I'm here on troubleshooter business. And I'm shooting an episode of Shooters, and waiting in line does not make good footage.
Oh. And then he sees the camera and he's like, I will go and look for that door for you.
Thanks,
Into the
friend.
camera. And then he,
Takes off.
yeah, and a couple of minutes later he's coming on back and walks right back to the front of the line and says, yes, there is a door.
Dale, I have a question.
Ask.
Can Ira and Blake, can we see all this happening on the monitor? Mm-hmm. Can we hear any of that happening on the monitor as well? Or is it
Have you
just...
turned up the volume?
No, I haven't touched the volume at all. So
Oh, well, if the volume's turned off, you can't.
I'm enjoying the Girl from Ipanema over the speakers.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Please,
All right, I'm going to...
closed captioning.
The knob is black, so I'm allowed to touch the knob. And so I turn the knob up so we can actually hear what's going on from this point forward, because I've been a little confused as to what's going on that side.
Okay.
I just want to stay informed is all.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, well, that wasn't helpful. I'm going to go around and look to see if there's a door for myself, like any kind of like, staff-only portal. And
Yes,
Excellent.
it's green.
There's no green citizens around here, eh?
Correct.
And I have a shooter's crew and a supervisor with me.
So I think Kim is back with Klob. You're just standing watching all this?
It's very warm today, isn't it? A very comfortable temperature.
The infrareds are all like, yes, it's very warm.
Do you smell burning hair?
No.
Oh.
Excellent. Thank you for telling me.
So Kim and Klob are in line,
I think so.
and
That-
nobody's with me.
Yeah, just standing, waiting.
Like that's
I-
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna. Can I use my mutant power and think thoughts about the producer of Shooters, who would definitely want me to continue my mission?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna open the door.
All right. That'll cost you a point of moxie.
Yep. And
Well.
I'm gonna walk through.
All right.
Hold the
So
door.
you walk into the command zone, where you see Captain Marcy B. PGL-7, who's sitting back drinking a cup of something that smells amazing, some sort of hot brown fluid.
Oh, whoa, pee? Hold on, Marcy. Wait, what? No. What's her?
You need to
what's her
see a
color?
doctor.
What's her color?
I heard B.
Yeah,
B.
P.
B.
B. I was like, what color is
blue.
pee? Purple?
Not the liquid.
Yellow. Damn it. No.
Join me a cup of warm yellow.
But it's brown.
I want the hot brown.
All right, cool. I'm gonna walk in.
And she's like, you're not allowed in here.
Door just opened. I just need to get to the other side because I'm on a troubleshooter mission from the computer. Could just somebody let me in, please?
No, I'm doing border security.
Well, can you do my border security so I can finish my troubleshooter mission, please?
You shouldn't. The troubleshooters shouldn't be doing the missions. This should be the armed forces. The armed forces have jurisdiction. The troubleshooters are just stealing our work.
I'm really sorry. I'm not here to steal your work. I'm just here to obey my orders from the computer. Maybe there's some way we can work together. Like, I just need to get to the other side so I can finish my mission from the computer. I need to witness somebody entering the sector, and then I can leave. Is there anything I can do for you if you're going to help me out doing that?
Well, counter offer. You fail your mission, and I give you the rest of my coffee.
Very exciting. Let's see. Counter offer. I am here with a shooter's crew, and I can make you look extremely heroic.
How persuasive are you?
Pretty persuasive.
That was an out of character question.
I'll try being very persuasive.
All right, because that feels like time to use some dice.
Yes, I definitely think so.
All right, so I want you to roll them, and then don't tell me what happens because I need to check in with everybody else.
All right. So am I going to be using what? Charm, I guess?
I would accept charm.
Charm and chutzpah. Great, because that seems like the doing things ridiculously. Can I have one more dice, please?
Yeah.
That's the computer die.
I know.
That's okay.
I just want a little dice. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, and the computer. Okay. Counter offer. I'm here with shooters. Let's all look good. All right. So that's... Wow. Never mind.
All right, well, you can make some decisions about that, and I will get back to you. So you're just waiting in line with Kim. All right. I just wanted to make sure that I had that under correct. And you two are just waiting on the other side, watching the monitors.
Watching, at which point I noticed...
And she's gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I also noticed that my assistant has shown up on the monitor there. For this particular... Yeah.
Yes, in line.
So my assistant just showed up. She's still in line there. We need to get her inside.
They never gave me an assistant.
I know, it's an internship thing. Ever since I made Orange, now they just want to promote people.
All right, well, I mean, if you got to get your assistant inside, there must be some sort of way to unlock these doors. I assume that where we're standing is essentially like an antechamber on the other side of like, on the other side of the actual like the doors that open to let people come through.
Thank you.
That there's going to be like monitors there because we can see them come in and out, and we're just kind of waiting there because we're like, well, we're just waiting to see people come through. So there must be an alternate office in here where either someone is working or no one is working, and maybe we can just operate this door.
Or perhaps a panel maybe next to the door?
Yeah, yeah. So let's explore around. Do we see a panel next to the door that would just cause us to open the door?
Yes, it's green.
Of course it is.
All right, so that's what you guys are
We're
doing.
going to think about that briefly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Yes.
1 success and no failures.
How do you feel about that?
I feel that I get her to let me through, but she gets to stand in front of the shooter's camera and be very demeaning to me about helping me. And I just have to be like, thank you so much, our wonderful blue leader. Also, I have to hand over my vape pen.
Oh.
I'm willing to hand over the vape pen to make sure this works.
Okay.
But then everybody in that office is going to get very high, Dale. On something.
All right, well...
You should be mixing coffee and vape. That's kind of a
yeah, it's a depressant and a...
stimulant?
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No.
All right. So she is going to be doing that. Now, if you like, you can operate the controls from in here to open up the door and let the people through, including your team leader and Kim. Is that your goal? I'm not telling you to do that.
No, my goal is to be let through, and then to like get them to like let Clab and Kim through, because we need to get Kim anyhow so she can be on shooter. So we're not letting all of the infrareds in, just Clab, Kim, and me.
Okay.
All right. So she's going to open up the gate and then sit back with the vape pen.
Cool.
And I would assume that all the infrareds would want to come inside because they've been waiting in line orderly like you're supposed to. And they all just start filing in.
They try to, but then they get told, no, no, no. And then they motion you forward and Kim.
I go forward.
All right. Hey, Clab.
Hello, Kennedy. It is good to see you again.
Yes, I explained we had vital troubleshooter mission, and Rosa B was very kind.
Marcy.
Oh, Marcy, sorry, I didn't remember her name. And Marcy B was so kind as to expedite our access here for the sake of friend computer. And then I think Marcy B is kind of like, what up?
Throwing a bit of shade your way.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's demeaning. I'm like,
You should ask Marcy, or should I ask Marcy because I'm a yellow? Maybe that has a little more sway to let through your assistant.
You're yellow, yes you should.
Yes.
Zoe EBB 02.
Captain Marcy B,
Yes.
with your permission, one of our assistants is waiting outside, and to help us finish this mission and get it over with and get out of here as fast as we possibly can, could you please allow Zoe EBB, who's waiting in line right there, take her 3 seconds to walk across the threshold, just allow her to come into the sector with us so we can finish this up?
This sounds super easy. I'm going to give you +1 to your node on your Chutzpah charm because it's such an easy request, and I'm going to give you another +1 to your node from the vape pen.
Oh, nice. Good job.
And if you have a skill that's more appropriate than charm, because I don't remember what your skills are.
Bureaucracy or psychology. Use your connections as leverage over someone else.
Oh, so what kind of connections would you like to invoke while you're doing this?
Like Liam B's the same level.
I mean, I used to do an awful lot of. There's that. There's Liam B's the same level. We could basically invoke Liam. That's probably the simplest thing to do.
Sure.
Like this episode, yeah. So Chutzpah and use your connections as leverage, and you said
+1 for the vape pen and +1 because all she has to do is do this.
is do that. Yeah. Don't ask me to do 2 things. Just ask me to do 1 thing. So that puts me at +4, and then the computer die.
Great.
And all we have to do is see what happens.
Yes. This can only be good.
1 success.
That's all you need.
Excellent.
All right.
That's all I want.
So Zoe EBB2 joins you.
Okay. Your assistant.
Ah, Zoe, you made it.
I made it.
Hey.
I'll go do that thing.
Yes, you get started on that, and we'll catch up with you later.
Okay. She scampers off.
Ira O,
Yes.
why did I let that person through?
She's prepping the site for ours.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Assistant engineer.
Oh, cool. All right.
Oh no! I say because I can hear this and I'm familiar with Ira. So now we're in a forbidden zone. No,
You
we're in
are-
just a normal zone.
But the forbidden zone is in the sector. You have made it to the sector that contains the forbidden zone.
All right.
Oh, Christ, I only died 4 times.
So why are they having a fight outside?
Right. I can you you had
want-
said you could let us know why
Yes.
that is.
I
Yes.
think that you do know from the bureaucracy.
Makes sense.
There is a lot of this level is seeing some insurgency, and these are separatists.
Wild. Okay. Were any of them out there? Any of them were they all infrareds, or were some of them at different clearance levels?
You mean in the
in the
war
previous?
zone?
Yeah, in the war zone.
There were a variety of clearances on both sides,
Okay.
but one side everybody had 5 treason stars.
Ah. Okay. Easy to tell which the side that is the separatists. Okay. I relay that information to my colleagues.
Where would they possibly go?
I think they would just stay, but
Separate. Oh,
I guess
a
they want.
distinct society.
Ah, yes, that makes sense.
Yes, indeed.
They have a specific culture that they want to preserve, I guess.
Even though their
Here down
language
in
is
sec-
similar to ours,
Sector
but
Q.
slightly different.
Yeah, very unusual.
All right.
What would they do without the computer? I can't even imagine. Why would you even want to leave Alpha Complex? Alpha Complex is warm and comfortable.
They'd probably set up their own computer.
All right.
2 computers.
Damn, nobody else is around to hear that. Anyway,
Dale, I have a question.
Ask.
For the XP points, are they awarded like immediately or at the end of
Yes.
the mission? Okay. so I can-
Immediately.
I don't have a weapon. We're supposed to stop a traitor, so I'd like to order a minigun.
You can. I believe that is a red clearance item. Are you red clearance?
Would the permissions of fulfilling my mission cover that?
Nope.
No, the computer's not helpful in that kind of way.
so do you need to find a bot module that's a weapon somewhere?
No, I just need to. Equipment officer, I need to receive permission to use a red clearance weapon in order to fulfill our mission.
I can't give you permission that the computer wouldn't like. The computer wouldn't give you permission to use a red clearance weapon, so I can't do that. But if we find any non-red clearance weapons, or maybe we take some from some like rebels or separatists or whatever is going on down here, If you pick it up, I won't report you, I guess. Immediately.
Won't report you, I
Noted.
guess.
Yes.
Ira overhears this and puts his red pistol on the ground.
Oh.
I pick up the red pistol.
Okay.
Do you have permission to use that from the computer?
We can check.
It's very easy to check. Just try firing it. If it works, then you have permission.
I try firing it.
In what direction?
Kennedy.
Guns, violence, please.
Guns, violence.
Well, the vape pen's gone now.
I mean, this is how I try all of my electronics. If it works, clearly I'm supposed to use it. If it doesn't,
I feel like Kennedy will find out immediately whether it works or not. Ooh.
Oh, okay, so
So many successes I can see from
yeah.
here.
I've got my
So
orange rifle,
5
you see.
successes and a computer.
All right, so I'm going to count that as 6 successes.
Okay.
So you take 6 points of damage.
All right, I immediately die.
Okay. And the computer is going to contact you. And CL/4448, you are not in the location where you are supposed to be. I need you to move there as quickly as is expedient. Have a treason star.
I go as fast as possible.
All right. There are some people in the way. Do you slow down?
No.
Okay. So, what sort of skill do you have for making sure that the injuries aren't on yourself? Or what sort of skill would you like to use for your interaction with these humans?
I would like to be viewed by humans as very polite and fun to have around.
Is that the skill mate?
Excuse me, party. Yeah, pardon me, coming through.
All right, so I think that's a violence roll.
Okay.
Metal skin isn't a skill, that's just a feature.
Yes. Well, she has a defense number.
Yeah. Just like, please refrain from damaging computer property. Please clear the way. So violence.
You show up whenever you say you show up.
Are we not computer property?
No, you are not. You are citizens.
Please tell me she's playing the Venga Bus song as she barrels down the hallway. Fun
I
to be
lost
around.
my klaxon in the last body.
Oh.
Oh, so 2 1s and 2 successes. 3 1s. 2 successes.
All right. So I think the 2 successes mean that you slam into these humans and get them out of your way without getting injured. Now the 3 1s, you can either injure both humans, or one of them can be safe and the other one is dialing up a new clone. I'm going to leave that up
Yes,
to
the
you.
second one.
All right.
Yes. The best case scenario here is just that one of them is gone and one of them stays.
All right, so one of the infrareds is completely fine, and the other, because you have treads now and you're not used to treads.
Yeah, I'm a little wider than I used to be.
All right. So I think that you are the first to travel conventionally to the doors to the Forbidden Zone. Is Kennedy O waiting for her there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but like not in a nice, like I'm just in like the t-shirt and sweatpants combo.
All right.
I'm kind of annoyed because I had just bought that stylish jumpsuit.
Yes.
But at least I didn't lose the vape pen. Or I'd already left, like I'd already pawned off the vape pen because like that was the one thing I didn't want to die.
So your team leader has sped off. Your equipment officer is lying dead in a heap, possibly with some equipment, certainly with some stylish orange clothes. You two and Kim are waiting behind. Now, as we get to the Forbidden Zone, I do think you guys should have some more action cards.
Whoa.
So, if you would like to have 4 action cards, how many am I giving you?
I'll need 2.
You'll need 2, Corey.
1.
2, please.
Ian?
I'll take 2. Well, how many do I?
You may have up to 4.
Then I need none.
Okay.
That said, I do need a brand new stylish orange jumpsuit.
Well, there's one that has a very, very small hole in it.
Well, I mean, with the amount of fabric I have, I can certainly patch that up.
Yeah. This was there was a reflective vest which would have reduced the damage, but not enough given the amount of damage that was done. But you could perhaps use that reflective vest to cover the hole. Also, I will point out, I don't know if this was clear, but you do have a bot module in your kit.
Yes, to
Okay.
sewing bot. Yes,
Right.
I'll have the sewing bot. I mean, take the orange cloth and just sew a nice patch behind the hole.
Well,
So it's not a sewing bot, it's a module that plugs into a spare spot in a bot chassis.
Oh, well then. I mean, that doesn't go in me anymore, so hey, you might like that.
I also loot the body.
You're gone.
Okay,
So-
I don't know what's on it, so
Yeah,
I'm going
what's
to leave
on
that
the
up to you
body?
guys,
an orange pistol, and a nice orange jumpsuit,
which is already gone,
and an orange reflector vest.
which I think is also already
So
gone.
that's
I
all.
will, did you take the orange pistol, Ian?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then that's all done.
Okay.
And an orange snacky bar.
Oh, nice.
That's also gone now.
Great.
Not left behind, but gone.
Okay. Package for you, citizen. A package for someone else shows up and you sign for it. Draw a random equipment card, tell Dale.
Okay.
Draw a random one, eh? Well, let's take one from the middle. Why not?
Yeah.
Who knows what happens? Good. Oh, good.
What just showed up and that you signed for?
An explosive device.
Oh,
The timer goes as high as 17 seconds. Oh, we're going to be defusing some bombs.
you know, it's good to have explosions in this mission because...
Yeah.
So I think you two eventually saunter up. Have you guys been doing anything by the green doors to the Forbidden Zone?
I've been trying to identify the traitor
How?
using my snooper.
Oh, how does the snooper work?
I just have sensitive lenses and microphones to detect data, so I'm just collecting data on everyone that I can see.
Oh, well, Zoe is nearby lurking, which I was going to keep secret, but you've got a snooper, so go ahead. You know that Zoe's nearby.
I'm feeling a little annoyed. To be
Are
honest.
you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm not, but Kennedy is.
Right.
Yeah, it must be tough shit to die on a mission.
Yeah.
Once.
Please endeavor to identify the traitor.
I look around, and while.
There's a robot that just killed you.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, actually.
Clab!
Hello, Ira.
I have something for you. I can't make any use of this.
Can I actually send a report to the computer that infrared robot picked up a red weapon and shot me with it? Like, while I'm waiting.
Sure.
I'm not infrared.
Yeah, your bot clearance. That's even lower.
Yeah, oh. So the bot shot me. The bot was naughty after I told it couldn't have a gun. Then it picked up a gun and shot me.
Please
very rude.
enjoy this sewing module. You can use this to take holes out of people.
Thank you.
So are you... so if you want to install a module, that's a mechanics engineer check.
Oh, good. Yes! Well, I absolutely do want to do that. There's nothing I want to do more. I'm so sorry.
So this is basically you're having a sewing machine installed inside your tank tread chassis.
This sounds excellent.
Oh,
I
this,
had
is,
space for one more module.
this is the thing you're allowing to happen.
If that's something you'd want.
Clab is enthusiastically consenting.
Wow. That's 2 successes and 3 failures.
So this is going to work.
Great.
2 successes was plenty to have this properly installed.
Good.
Between the two of you, do you want to describe any complications to this process?
I'll let you take the lead on that.
As to what could go wrong. Maybe my human UI module is damaged, and now I only experience anger.
Sure.
And
How apropos.
let's see, what else can I have?
Is that like putting up emojis, but now you only have like the...
Yeah.
Ooh, and if I may, your turn system is slightly disabled, such that you act like those toy cars that can only turn by backing up in one direction.
Oh, yes. I can't turn left.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
You have to go right backwards.
Yeah.
All right.
Straight
And
forward or right backward.
did one of you possibly get hurt?
He did.
Okay.
Oh, you got a finger and a
Yes.
thread.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
stabbed multiple times by a needle.
I now have a purely decorative pinky again.
All right. So you're at the green doors to the Forbidden Zone. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Identifying the traitor.
Traitor?
Who is the traitor? We've come all this way on the mission. I have no idea what's going on.
And what can we get from them? What do we have to give them?
A group of NPCs who are useful to the action or detrimental to the action. My choice. Show up.
Oh no!
I'm going to say they're useful to the action.
What's the action?
Oh, well,
I mean, yes to anything.
okay. I tried not to think about what, all right, so we need to find a traitor that's going on. So this is a group of people who have decided that they need to get into the Forbidden Zone by any means possible. They are here. They have sticks. They have improvised weapons. Somebody has fashioned a flamethrower that's like a barbecue lighter, and it doesn't work very well, but they're menacing it all the same. And they're like, Forbidden Zone or bust! They're part of the Separatists, and they're trying to get into the Forbidden Zone,
Okay.
I think. Because they have decided that the war zone that they are trying to separate from is all ruined because of the war that they have been having, which is fair. And so now that they're like, well, there's this Forbidden Zone that we can't get into that's supposedly great, so let's annex that. So they're going to come through, and they're going to, and there's people of all clearances and like
Sure.
stuff there, and their banner is what's their group called? Anybody want to help me out?
I want to. I don't know how.
When you said sticks, I was thinking they'd also have cloth and kites, but I'm gone.
No,
I'm lost
no.
now.
All right.
yeah. Is it just, it's a bunch of sticks on a field of sticks? Sticks rampant on a field
Yeah,
of
it's
sticks?
like they're all brandishing sticks, and they all look very dramatic.
Okay.
And
a variety of clearances, you say.
yeah, huge variety of clearances up
Okay.
to the GM, and they're just here to cause chaos.
All right. So they come running in with their sticks, which wouldn't be wood. It's not like they have trees around.
No.
But they could be, plastic or aluminum or something.
Pieces
Terrible.
of rebar from all the wrecked buildings.
Terrible pipe.
Terrible
yeah.
pipe, yes. And I think one of the greens is going to just walk up to the door and open it, and they're going to go in brandishing all these sticks.
Oh, the door's open.
Weeping tile.
Found some traitors.
Excellent. We have witnessed traitors entering the Forbidden Zone.
Well, let's go see what they're doing. Why are they going in there? What are they doing in there?
Let's go see what
Does
they're
that
doing.
matter?
Lead the way, team leader.
I lead the way.
Okay, so you go into the Forbidden Zone. So you hear a bunch of ooh, ah, ow, ooh from up ahead, from the other side. Vaguely, how many people in this group?
Like 25.
Okay. And they're stomping through the Forbidden Zone. And the six of you go in behind them, and you see that they've killed that green citizen, and you see they've killed that green citizen. And then I think Kim is going to zip up ahead to actually get footage of this killing.
Are there cries of fraternité, égalité, liberté?
But not necessarily in that order.
Oral language.
Yeah.
And they get to one door they are looking at, and they're like, that's not, because they're looking for cool things. And so there's a door that they look inside and they close it right away because it's just a closet. And there's another one that they look inside and it's just like a dorm, and there are a bunch of people in there, and it's like, we're just hanging out in here, and there are probably violences. They look inside one door, and it's like 4 stories high, and there are these massive cylinders that look like they're supposed to rotate, but they're not. They're a bunch of weird control panels. There's a guy in there mopping the floor, and he looks up, and they kill the guy mopping the floor. Zoe slips into that room. Then that door closes, and they kind of move on.
Can I
You're saying-
poke my head in that closet?
Sure.
What's in there?
A bunch of green coveralls and some mops.
Cool. Is there anybody left alive in the dorm, like perhaps hiding under the corpse of somebody else?
Sure.
Oh my goodness. Allow me to rescue you, green computer citizen. What's up down here? You just got raided by some separatists.
Is that who they were? We just got raided. I don't understand. Who are you? Wait, you're one of those colors.
Huh? What do you mean one of those colors?
Cause you're orange. I've heard about people who are orange.
Wait, is everybody who lives here green?
No, we have several bosses who are blue.
But there's no oranges or yellows or reds or infrareds here?
Well, you're orange, so there is now.
Well, I just came in here because we were supposed to identify a bunch of traitors coming in, which we did. And then I was like, oh no, they're doing a violence. I might need to help.
Oh. Please don't do a violence.
Oh no, I'm not here to do a violence. What do you do down here?
Oh, just normal things.
Like what?
Like scrub the floors and you know, do the maintenance things, keep the engine ready. Sometimes we have to scrub the ceiling. Let's see, we have festivals.
You have a festival?
We have festival.
That's amazing. What's the festival like?
So we do a celebration of how great Friend Computer is in giving us these jobs and maintaining systems.
Wow.
We
what a
have
great festival.
dances and we sing songs and we wear costumes.
Why are they? I would like to see. Are they green costumes?
They are.
Well, I can't try. I can't participate in the cool costume. Can you teach me some of your dance moves?
Yes. Okay, so he spends some time teaching you some dance moves.
Sick.
Are they complicated dance moves?
While Rome burns.
I mean, I think there are sort of the beginner levels, and then
Oh, it works up based on how well she's
the funky
dancing.
Put
chicken.
your right foot, or you put your left hand in. You put your left hand out. So while I'm doing this,
yes.
I think I'm still following the terrorists.
All right. So I think they're going to finally end up in the cafeteria and get super excited. And I think they're serving broccoli today, and you know, that is like broccoli with some sort of cheesy, creamy sauce. And then everything just sort of stops while they start to chow down. Do you two make it that far with this?
Yeah,
thing?
I've been continually asking Clab for a little more information on why we're here. What is the point of this? I've gone along very nicely the entire time, Clab. Please, can you just tell me what the actual mission is?
The mission is, there is a traitor going to a forbidden zone in Sector QBZ. Find out who it is and stop them. Make it exciting. Above all, make sure that nothing happens to make Alpha Complex any warmer. If you make it colder, so much the better.
We didn't even stop them. We just followed them into the cafeteria.
We need to
I have
bring
not yet identified the traitor.
Do you see all of these people eating broccoli that they're not? Or whatever the hell this is. I mean, the sauce, at least I can have that, but
I'm sure it has to be broccoli. I've seen us order it for the green sectors before.
I have determined that maybe we should stop all of them.
we need to bring these people to justice immediately.
You get a text from Zoe saying this should work, but it doesn't.
I shoot the nearest green.
Go ahead. The nearest, so one of the green cafeteria workers,
One of the people that came in.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think there was
someone who
only
entered.
one green in all of that.
Okay, sorry, yes.
You
You're
can-
right.
you can- that one.
Broccoli munchers, yeah.
Sure.
I need information on the gun that I'm using, I guess. No,
No,
I
it
don't.
doesn't
just
give
guns.
you any extra numbers.
Just guns. All right.
You still have that red pistol?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
We don't need to kill these people, we just need to keep them from eating.
How would
4
you?
successes, and I think I knocked that. One
Sure.
failure.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So you've killed the green.
Cool.
So you now look like an enemy to all these broccoli eaters. So I think we're now going into combat.
Non-lethal.
So,
Is the gun non-lethal?
You have a module you could use to keep them from eating the broccoli.
so you have 5 seconds to choose a card. 4, 3, 2.
Am I here or am I
One.
still learning some sort of arcane dance?
That's your call. Regardless of whether you're here, you can still play reactions or like your ram card. Although why? I don't. So,
Okay.
10, 9.
Yep.
Oh.
10.
10.
Snap decision. Or action order first. This seems.
Snap decision, action order first.
Ooh.
So, what is the card? Please, someone read the card out loud.
Wait.
Play
a
this
sec.
card at the start of the round to go first, but deduct 1 dice from any roll you make this round. Let's keep reading together. If
Yes,
another
yeah,
player also plays Snap Decision, they cancel each other out, and neither PC gets an action this round.
Hooray!
Reading the card explains the card.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
5.
Okay.
All right. Little column A. Something good happens, something bad happens. You may choose one of them. Tell Dale.
Okay. You can choose one of them.
Wait, we get to keep these.
I choose the good one.
All right. What's the good one?
I kill another one of the terrorists.
Okay. So, I feel like the bad one is that the other 23 terrorists kill you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm angry.
Right. So,
Oh no, your
Did you-
sewing module.
If only the robot had just sewn their mouths shut.
All right.
So they couldn't eat the broccoli.
I think you have some cards to shuffle into there.
And their butts shut
Oh,
so
yeah,
they
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
get the broccoli out again.
So,
Jesse.
Module.
it's the next round unless you're doing some sort of reaction.
No, I'm gonna say I learned the hapongo or whatever freaking dance it is.
The hapongo.
And saunter out, and then maybe I go into I just sort of look around in the next door. You know, since I'm in a forbidden zone, and
All
nobody
right.
seems to be around anymore.
So I think the next zone was the big cylinder room.
Yeah, the big that his assistant went into.
Yes, Zoe.
Yes.
So you're looking in there, and she's like, "Oh, hi." She's at a control panel that's
Yeah.
green, but she's infrared.
Right.
There's a dead mop guy on the floor.
Whoa.
He's also green.
Was he killed by the big, huge group of terrorists? What came through?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, how terrible for him. What you up to in here? Ira's assistant.
Just assisting Ira.
Oh, you know,
Two,
Ira is a
third
member of a
one face
troubleshooting
down.
team. I would love to be able to assist as well.
Great. Can you, I just want to start this thing up.
Oh, I cannot assist you with that.
Well, I can, but watch this. And she does some complicated things, and everything powers up, and the huge cylinder starts to move, moves like a centimeter, and it's like, and stops. She's like, why isn't this working? So, I'm going to get back to these guys who are in combat.
Yes.
You have 5 seconds to choose a card. 4, 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
I've chosen my card.
I have also.
Going on 10.
Yep.
Am I back yet?
Good.
Or is that going to take another round?
You can come back this round. How's
Okay.
that?
For modules, do
Yes.
I take the full number of modules, my
You
chassis?
get 2.
Okay.
Then not that one. All right.
All right.
Snap decision.
Okay.
Things are violent. Now seems like a good time for me to leave and go help my assistant.
Okay. So you just take off.
Slip out.
All right. They're going to want to. They've tasted blood. So I feel like this is probably a violence sneak away roll.
Okay. Probably no. Athletics would not be that.
Do you have stealth?
Do I have stealth? No, but I do have the ability to create a ridiculous diversion with the purpose with violence. Actually,
You do have.
oh, I do have stealth. Howe's I think a diversion's
yes,
much
I
better.
agree.
Great. So I'm going to point my orange, or no, I'm going to actually point at one of the people in the room. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say someone who's, probably a red or an infrared who's got a stain of some cheese sauce from the broccoli
Okay.
on their face, because these people are clearly traitors. And I'm going to say, oh my god, that person's head's about to explode!
All right. Give me a roll.
And that's a violence.
Violence, create a ridiculous diversion.
5 plus computer die. That is 3 successes
That's
and
gonna work.
no failures.
All right. That was on 10, so 9, 8, 7, 6.
6.
Go ahead. You show up. What do you look like?
A bear with a chainsaw.
Okay. How exciting.
I have a quadruped chassis this time, klaxon that can warn people that I'm around, and a chainsaw.
Very important
Is it like
question.
shoulder mounted?
Yes.
I think it's shoulder mounted, but I can like.
Good. Like
Pull it out.
holding or attached is my
Yeah.
question, so you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's on a like a leash, so I can't like lose it.
I like that.
But you're quadrupedal, so
Yeah.
you're probably using... Yeah. All right, so this is going to be a violence melee roll if you're trying to slice through insurgents.
Yes, I have 25 people to kill.
Yes, you have.
You
Yeah.
have
Well.
23.
You're right. I need to update the count
All
eventually.
right. So, give me a violence melee, and don't forget to add the level of the chainsaw to your node.
Level of the chainsaw to my node.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, whew. All right.
Chainsaws have
That would
levels
be
in them?
6, and then 3, and then the computer. So 9.
What a country.
Please form a line. That's 4 successes and,
Okay, so that's 4 points of damage to this human.
and 4 ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, perhaps your chainsaw skitters around before
Yeah,
the
I might
ripcord
lose
brings it
track
back in.
A
Yeah.
bit of it.
All right.
Cool.
So, 23 is no longer the number. What number are you going on?
3.
Okay, that's ahead of me.
Okay. If I go on 3, I'm going to use tactical assessment. I'll cover you. You're going in. You realize something of vital importance. Say what it is.
Okay.
Hey, everybody! Everybody! If you stay here, the bear with the chainsaw is going to kill you.
That does seem to be of tactical importance.
But if you all run into that small janitor's closet, the bear can't get in there.
Please listen to our science officer.
So, now I have to make an appropriate brains plus a relevant skill check.
Bluff?
Oh, I don't have bluff. Let's be fair.
I mean,
But would I know that that's a small janitor's closet if I have a lot of alpha complex knowledge?
Yes.
Cool. I roll 9 dice. I need to not screw this up.
it's not a bluff if you're telling the truth.
Well, it might have been a bluff that the bear can't get in there.
That's...
The chainsaw might be able to
I'd have
reach.
to ask Paige on that.
All right, so I have 2 successes, 2 failures.
How do you feel about that?
So it says, if I succeed, everyone you choose, including yourself, is at +1 dice next turn, so as long as they heed your advice. If I fail, everyone, including you, is at -1 dice. So because I've told everybody in the room, everybody I'm fighting,
That they should do this thing.
they should do this thing,
And you have some successes.
I believe that they go do the thing.
All right.
2 failures means that they're not all going to fit into that closet,
Okay.
but they're certainly going to try forcing themselves into this closet.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like...
There must be some that are left outside still.
Yes. I think you two have the cafeteria under control.
Good.
I'm not going to be asking you guys for more dice rolls.
Okay.
You guys can update me at some point if you like with the
How
end
many
results.
people can I kill at once?
And is Kim with us?
I think
I think Kim was with us.
I think Kim was with us.
Yeah.
Great.
Kim will go where the team leader tells her to go.
Yeah, which was with me. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was leading to the cafeteria. Kim would have been there when I died the first time.
I have a plan.
You have a plan, okay.
So I'm going to find out what's going on over here,
Yep.
and then when we're going to come back to you, whatever you two have decided between you, you are going to storytell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are going down to the room where Zoe and Kennedy O are. You're looking at this thing. What are you doing?
Well, I know I'm not good with like computers and mechanics, so I'm not gonna try to help. But I'm gonna be like, "What are you trying to do to Zoe?" Because she's gonna be like, "Oh, why didn't that work? What do you mean it didn't work? What are you trying to do?"
So this is a massive rotor. and you can see that. It's like several stories high. It's this great big rotating thing. And it's like, why won't this enormous metal thing turn? And she's trying to figure that out, and she's looking at the controls, and everything in here is immaculately clean. And the stuff you've been told about are basically these ceremonies and celebrations where this small subculture has existed here for centuries, and all they do is maintain the devices in this area. And you see, like, there are some lines. How's your alpha complex knowledge?
1, so not non-existent, but somewhat, but very vague. I have a
Okay.
+1 to it, so it's not bad.
All right. Do you want to roll, or do you want me to just give you what I think you would know?
Give me what I think I would know.
All right. So there are some warning lines that look to you like they're like, well, stay away from these moving parts and stay away from those moving parts, and don't ever, ever, ever stick your hand in this area. And there are noise warnings around this enormous room, and everything is completely silent and nothing is moving, and Zoe's trying to turn things on and failing, and you show up.
Kennedy, what are you doing here?
I don't know. Finding out what your assistant's trying to do. What's the plan, Secret Society, man? Let us dispense with the frivolities.
Well, if you really want to know about my secret society, it's really just a chance for oranges to get together and have a good time and pump ourselves up for being orange.
What are you trying to do in this room?
I'm trying to help my assistant.
Oh, okay. Stop playing dumb, Ira. Your assistant is the person who we were supposed to be watching come in here for the trader, I'm pretty sure. So I would like you to tell me what your plan is with this, because she's trying to get this thing going, and what does it do?
I have no idea what half the stuff around here does unless it's doing it. So the point is we need to get it doing what it does so that it can do what it does, and then we know what it's doing, and then when it's not doing it, we know it's not doing it anymore, and then we can fix it so it does what it does.
I mean, it's not doing what it's doing anymore.
Exactly.
So Zoe has found a place at the far end of the room that she's trying to get into, and it's like, it says emergency access only, and it's a green door, and she can't get through it. She's like, I think this is what we need.
I'm gonna go and open that door for her.
All right. So who does the door think you are?
Liam B.
Okay.
Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Kyla B, NHL4.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's just because I don't want to use the same person over and over again, right? I've
Sure.
already used Liam B today.
And once before.
Yes. So
Okay.
I don't want the computer to get wise to me.
All right. So Kyla B is opening this door.
Yeah, because I never got Marcy's full designation, did I?
Oh, your HUD would have given it to you.
Oh, that's
It was
Marcy.
Marcy B PGL7.
Oh, it's definitely Marcy then, because
Okay.
she took my vape pen.
Yes, she did. All right.
She made me hand it over to get in here. So, F you, Marcy. Click.
All right. So you open this door, and the door opens, and there are a bunch of suits on one side, and at the far end you see another door that says airlock entrance. And these suits have helmets that you can attach to them. And on the other side of the hall are a bunch of tanks.
Tread tanks or things inside
like,
tanks?
like breathing apparatus tanks.
Yes.
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus tanks.
Ira,
What?
let's go check out what's going on.
Can we?
I don't see why not.
I mean, you're
You
equipment
said
officer.
you said you wanted to fix things.
I do. I really, really do.
Yes. All right. Well, get in there. They got some tanks. They got some suits. Let's go.
All right, so this is going to be like a mechanics operate check to get everything, all the suits. In fact, why don't you just tell me what your node is, and I'll roll the dice for you if you like.
That would be absolute 0. So you can roll 1 computer dice for me.
Okay.
And for me, you can give me 1. So, me plus computer.
All right, you both think you were successful.
Oh, good.
Cool.
So, Zoe also suits up.
Definitely. I mean, if our equipment officer provided us with equipment, it's good equipment.
Okay, so you get in and you get your nice big spherical helmets on, and you go with Zoe into the airlock, and it fills with water, and then the outer door opens, and it's a lot of pressure, and Zoe
Oh no.
is not so good at the swimming, but she does have a flashlight. Do you have a flashlight?
No.
No.
Okay, so she's shining this around, and you are outside of Alpha Complex, deep underwater.
Again?
Yes. Seem to be making a habit of this.
This time we're in a suit though, which is nice.
Yes. And you are next to this enormous metal thing that you don't know what it is, but I'll just tell you it's a propeller. But it's like several stories in diameter. And Zoe is tumbling off. She had a bunch of failures and no successes on her athletics. So I don't know what you're going to do in character, but out of character, I think this is the point where you get to sit back and enjoy the story that these two are about to tell us.
Agreed.
Okay, so I've got the warning klaxon going, trying to like keep attention on myself, kind of herd them towards the thing that was like, weep whoop, weep whoop. Well, I got this chainsaw. And I can't really walk well when I got the chainsaw out, so I gotta like put the chainsaw. Weep whoop, weep whoop. And Blake had a plan.
Yeah. So they're all getting herded into this small closet, and I figured the easiest thing to do to if we're to get what 20 odd people, out of here is going to be pretty difficult. And the best thing to do probably at this point is just to bring all of them to justice at the exact same time. So I pull up my explosive device.
Yes.
And I set the timer to about 5 seconds.
Okay.
And I just yeet it into the room with where everybody is currently trying to congregate. I nudge the bot, who, though is clank, gets the sense it's like, all right, let's go. And then we just slowly back off, turn around. Kim, we're going to need you to just like...
I can mentally like direct
just
Kim.
Get over there. And then we just stride confidently for about 4.5 seconds and get far enough away that it shouldn't explode, that it shouldn't damage us. And when it explodes inside that closet, which is also filled with a bunch of people. There's some that are around trying to get into the closet, and we are striding confidently away from the explosion, captured on camera.
So, yes to all of that.
Except...
And? You said, hopefully, without getting injured.
Yes!
So, what I would like from you is a demolitions check.
Okay.
Now, this is probably going to be mechanics demolition.
Cool. All right, so that's +1 for mechanics and -4 for demolition, which puts me at -3.
Yes. So 3 plus the computer die. That's 4 plus the computer die.
Oh, 3 plus computer die.
Yeah.
My bad. 6, 6, 5, and a 2. 2 successes. Were the 5s count successes?
Yeah.
So 3 successes and 1 failure.
You know what? I think whatever you like.
Great. So
walk out of an explosion?
we walk out of the explosion, so that's great. We bring... How many people were in that room to justice?
It used to be 25.
We started at
But-
25.
Yeah, but you killed 2 of them on your own, and then there was 23?
And then she killed 1 more.
Oh,
Yeah.
so there's 22.
22.
So there's 22 in and around that room at various clearances, which we will clear up in a few minutes.
Sure.
Because
And
I do need to know if they're higher or lower than me.
Yes.
Well,
They would all be higher.
I mean, none of this is Dale generated. This is
Yeah.
all player generated, so they would
They're
all be
all
higher
higher.
than you.
That's holy crap. Most of them are going to be lower than me. We
One green.
already killed that green.
All right, 1 green, 2 orange,
I didn't kill the green, so the 2 oranges are technically lower clearance than me.
10 red, and the
Yeah.
rest are infrared.
Red. So yeah, so we'll figure that. I'll
Cool.
do the math on that.
Cool.
And there's a lick of flame, and it burns the ass out of my pants for the second time today. But fortunately, that doesn't show up on camera.
All right. So I think that is sort of your your closing for this episode.
Yeah.
You two are outside of Alpha Complex in scuba gear that is adequately attached, and Zoe is drifting off unhappily.
I think I need to go get her.
All right. So I'm going to give you 3 penalty dice on your violence athletics to do this because you just don't know how to swim at high pressure underwater.
I've never done that before, but that's still okay because that'll give me 5.
Okay.
Can't let my assistant get off that easily. Not without finishing the job. Oh no. That is 2 failures and a success.
Yeah, you have this thing called Moxie.
You're right, I do have Moxie. Time to spend that.
Oh, this is the first time I've heard of Moxie.
You don't have any mods.
I know, I don't have any Moxie.
Try that again. All right, you know what we're going to do here? We're going to let the, we never use this. Let's use the computer.
Oh, wow.
Much better. 1 success, 1 failure. No, wait,
No,
2
2
successes, 1 failure.
All right.
I'm happy with that.
Okay. So I think that the 2 of you are going to get back, perhaps with some injury, but that is going to be enough that you make it into the airlock.
Oh, good.
How's Kennedy O with her athletics swimming around deep underwater?
Well, what about, okay, so what's going on? Okay, so there's outside, there's the propeller. Is the propeller moving?
No. The propeller is what this motor is supposed to turn.
Can I try, instead of getting back into the airlock, I want to see what is going on with this propeller on the outside.
Okay. I would like a brains science check from you.
Okay. Computer and a failure.
How do you feel about that?
I'm going to re-roll it.
As you wish.
I actually want to see what happens. I want to solve this problem. Hey, 2 successes and no failures.
Okay. So, I think that you know some things about science. Specifically, you know about magnetic fields. You have learned about magnetic fields. They are these things that permeate all of Alpha Complex and are the reason why almost everything is constructed of non-ferrous metal. And you only find things constructed of ferrous metals in the really, really ancient part of Alpha Complex. You don't know why people ever used them because magnetic fields just mean that none of this stuff works. So you're looking at this and you're like, oh, it's those stupid ancients. They built stuff out of metal that's affected by magnetism. And obviously magnetism always stops everything from working because throughout Alpha Complex there are such strong magnetic fields. So it's not working because of the stupidity of the ancients. That's what you get with 2 successes.
Okay, that's fair. That's, yeah. All right. And I have no, and I'm like, I wish I could fix this, I guess.
I think that's where we're at. And I think that's where we're going to stop the session.
Oh!
You guys are going to get back, and you had a partial success. You didn't make Alpha Complex any warmer, and you brought all the traitors to justice.
I mean, I briefly made it warmer.
No, we didn't.
Put 1100 degrees.
How could you? Alpha Complex is always warm and comfortable.
Yes, exactly.
So thank you for watching, Dice Friends. This has been episode 4 of Trouble in Paradise. Please join us next time for episode 5.